Hello everybody, this video is going to be a little different. It's not so much about the Hearthstone daily. It's not like any Hearthstone video I've ever made. We're going back to what I'm going to call back to basics. Back in the time when... Back during a time when I didn't have so many cards. And use none of these. Back in the time when Hearthstone was in its beta. Who remembers those good old days of Hearthstone being a beta? I mean, probably sounds kind of crazy when you think about it. Beta Hearthstone? What? Hearthstone beta? Like what are you talking about? Like, yeah, I've been playing Hearthstone since its beta. And I'm going to probably die. But I'm going to run some cards I used to run. Back when Hearthstone was once again in its beta. I mean, this is kind of what I remember it looking like. I know I had 2 Doom Guards. I made that happen for sure. 2 Siphon Souls, 1 Twisting Nether. The Siphon Soul may not be 100% true about that. I don't exactly remember. Well, I do remember a few particular cards, being this one in particular. Flesh Eating Ghoul was just the highlight of my deck half the time. I used to pack an Iron Beak Owl. Yeah, back when that was silencing. Remember, who could forget those good old days? My only legendary at the time was Illidan Stormrage. Okay, the deck looks kind of weird, okay? Only taunt minion I used to use back then, which I keep skipping over, I think. Oh, it's a basic card, sorry. Was Sinjin Shieldmaster. Okay, so this is a deck that when I first started playing Hearthstone, I actually got the Platinum with. Yeah, Platinum rank before everything changed over to the number base. I got the Platinum. This is before the time of, oh, I did have a City Swampu, so what did I not have in this deck? Hell, I don't remember what I didn't have. Maybe it wasn't this. Okay, used to run River Croc a lot too, but this looks like, for the most part, what my deck consisted of, so I'm going to go with this. But yeah, this is back when Hearthstone was still beta. There wasn't a lot of cards to choose from. There was only your classic cards, you could say. And I wanted to make a video to see if this beta deck, I'm gonna call it a beta deck, if this beta deck is still, you know, playable. Surprisingly, you can't play it in standard because there's Hall of Fame cards in it, but is my beta platinum rank Warlock still viable? That's pretty much what we're testing here. I won't lie to you guys, I'm anticipating it to fail. I'm anticipating it to just, you know, just poop on itself and just suck. But if it somehow, just somehow, manages to win, what does that mean for Hearthstone? Let's see. Now, of course, I'm a better player now than I was then, so that may make a difference. Greetings. So hopefully, based on all these things that I remember from Hearthstone, and all of these things that have changed, this is gonna go bad. This is gonna be bad. Fighting Pirate Warrior. To start off with, Pirate Warrior opening is not something that I really think I'm gonna have a chance of winning against. But who knows? Oh, there goes that. I'm willing to at least play. What? No, I thought he wasn't killing it. What to say? What? I'm willing to at least do, I'll say at least 2-3 matches with this deck. I mean, I'm trying my best to emulate what it used to be like, but I think so much stuff has changed, it might not let me do it. Because this comes from a time when Twisting Nether was my highest card. Like, there was nothing in between, there was nothing weaker or stronger. It was pretty much that. That pretty much was all. My goodness. Against this type of aggression, I don't see us winning at all. Let's see, I could play this, but no less than 1. I 2, but no less than 1. Which means it won't make... I don't remember, not less than 1, don't get any ideas. I don't remember if summoning portal meant these minions become 0. I think I still have to pay some fee for it. So I'm not going to play it. I mean, we're going to lose. I mean, I know we are. I'm fully aware we're going to lose, and I'm fully waiting on it, actually. Because the meta, as metas change, decks change. That's lethal right here, right? Not yet. It's practically lethal. I mean, he's 3 damage off, but he pretty much got me. Next turn. No matter what I do. Oh. You want to be nice to me. Oh, thanks. See, back when Hearthstone was in its infancy, this wasn't even a play. And so 1 loss. Does that mean much? Not really. I mean, it's just 1 loss. Let's try. We're gonna try a casual match. I kind of don't want to lose that star. We're going to a casual match. 1 time. Same deck. To see if the meta has really changed that bad. Where old decks just no longer even stand a chance. Now, of course, my old decks, for instance, weren't the best. I mean, hell, you don't even have a Chill Wind Yeti. No, I don't use Chill Wind Yeti. I never really cared for the card. I mean, it's a solid 4-drop, 4 mana 4/5, but I never ran it. So hopefully, a better match this time than we did last time. Imagine a format in Hearthstone for just a second where you only get 1 legendary. Okay, you have to have so many spells and so many minions. Okay, we'll say 1 legendary, 10 spells, no, 11 spells, and the other, other 12 cards. That's terrible math, John. By John, that's terrible math. Let's say you only have 1 legendary. Let's start over. Okay. 11 spells. That's 12. And 18 minions. Okay. Make a deck. I mean, that's kind of, why those particular numbers. Those particular numbers because it puts you in a situation where you can't make certain decks at all. It puts you in a situation where you have to think about what 1 legendary would mean the most for you to win. It really puts you in a different thought pattern. Because nowadays, you go to Hearthstone, open up the collection. Oh, I'm gonna build this deck. Build a Yogg deck. This deck. Oh, this deck. And you only need so many cards. You need certain key components. Other cards are just used to have them there. But what about putting more of a restriction on it. Another eagle horn bow. I guess it's pretty good. Let's see, a summoning portal against a hunter with the eagle horn bow. This is dumb. This is a foolish play. But you know what? I used to make plays like this. Oh, I know what I left out. I left out Shadow Imp. How could I forget Shadow Imp? I don't know, but I left him out. Dang. Shadow Imp was just, well, in his original, before he was nerfed, was just an amazing card. You play him down, all your minions got +1/+1 health, as long as that minion lived. Well, not +1/+1, but just singular, just the health increases. The health buff was great. You know, you could do stuff like drop a Dread Inferno, become a 6-mana 6/7. You could drop minions that were instantly buffed by 1 health. And back in Hearthstone's infancy, that little boost of 1 extra hit point meant a lot. One play I used to make with this was turn 6. Would be this in Sinjin, Shield Master. It's gonna hurt, but snipe. Okay. Getting that minion out 1 turn early, was it worth taking the 4 damage for a 4 mana 6/4? 4 mana 6/4, it doesn't have charge. Kinda not worth it, but we'll see. Now one thing that you have to remember when I'm showing these decks off, when I'm going to be going back and doing like remember when this was popular, remember when this was good. One thing you have to remember is 2 things actually. Cards have been nerfed, and the card pool has increased. When this deck was popular, the only set they had was the classic set. There was no, you pretty much knew every card somebody could have. You already knew hunters were kind of more beast orientated, which I will make another video about my old hunter deck that took me forever to retire. Like forever. Because it was just a Grand Prix deck. I think even after Scavenging Hyena, not Scavenging Hyena, it's the Buzzard. I can't think of what it's called, but the Buzzard. Once the Buzzard was pretty much nerfed, my deck it still maintained some wins, but it lost a lot. It lost a lot. But as a deck, it still did good. See, right now, my minion composition is really off. Like, the amount of cards I've drawn are pretty bad for the situation. Not to mention that hunters used to not have certain cards in their deck, like Stitch Tracker. So with all these different minions, please another snipe. Good. All these different minions that were no longer, weren't in the deck at the time, weren't in the game, they weren't even in existence. It makes a big difference. Makes a big difference. Nice, decent. I guess that was decent. I'll say. He doesn't have the weapon anymore, so I'm pretty sure it's explosive trap. Like I'm pretty sure that's what it is, which is okay. Like I may play the Iron Beak Owl to silence something just for it to die to get that extra buff. Also, Power Overwhelming would be great to draw right now. If I could. If I could get so lucky. Oh, well. Never mind. That's actually okay. Oh, so this is the play. Freezing trap. Well, he ain't gonna like this. Ain't gonna like this at all. Do I want to do Twisting Nether? Yes, I do. Sorry, buddy. Okay, so even though we don't want to do this play, because it's not that good, gonna do this, get that one knife juggle. We actually survived against the hunter. As of right now, we can basically say, without a doubt, we'll probably win. We're probably gonna win this. I mean, unless he has something that can deal with both these minions, which he probably does due to positioning. Yep. Hmm. 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 I won't lie, Grievous Bite is actually a prettier card. But he wanted to make sure that Illidan attacks phase. Which makes me believe he has using trap again? And I won't lie, I don't really feel like I'm about to find out. Freezing trap. I was hoping for explosive. That's why we flooded the board with minions that could die easily to explosive trap. Was hoping for explosive trap. Hearthstone back in its beta days. Arcane Giant. I don't think he put enough spells to even play that guy. Well, he probably did. But I mean, he's still lost at this point, right? Unless he can taunt it up, which I hope he can't. But even if he does, I mean, I think I could still crush him. What you got? What you got? What you got? Quick shot. Well played. Okay, basic play here. GG. The deck, does it work? Kinda, sorta. Stay tuned, guys. We're making the Hunter deck next, alright? Stay tuned.